Hello. In this video, we'll be going over the new print statements page and the new apply payments page. To start, let's click on billing to take us to Claim Central. And from here, we'll go to File, and then we'll click on Print Statements. This is the new print statements page. As you can see, we completely redesigned this page in hopes it will be easier for you to use and to give you some new options to use as well. A lot of these options will be familiar to you already. Let's quickly go over these options. The method dropdown has a couple of options. If you have our email feature enabled in your system, you can select email and you will be able to batch and then email the statements out to the patients. The other option is paper. Paper is the same option that you are used to using now that has not changed. The statements dropdown contains the same options that you are used to having now. Nothing has changed there. The same goes for the providers dropdown, the facility, the aging, the last invoice, and the balance options are all the same. The max count and the messages options are new. The max count option will allow you to create a batch no more than the number you specify here. For example, if you put 100 in this box and click Create Invoices, the batch that gets created will contain no more than 100. The messages boxes are used to add messages to the statements on the fly. For example, any messages you enter here will only apply to the new batch of statements you create here. These entries are temporary. Over here on the right-hand side of the screen, you will see all the batches that you have created. This should keep a history of the batches you created in one spot for you to easily look at them. You'll see the count, which will contain how many statements are in that batch, the mode, which will say whether it was email or paper, type will be whether it's a patient or group invoices, status, will be either whether they were emailed, ready, whether you created the file for Bill Flash, and the user will be the user who created the batch. The options you can click on View to view the individual invoices or statements that are contained in that batch, and D is for delete if you would like to delete the batch and recreate it. Okay, let's move on by clicking into one of the batches. Let's start with the first one, which is an email. Once you click on here, you'll see that it'll list all of the individual statements that are within this batch. You can view each individual one here, or you can delete the individual one. You also have some options up here. If you set the method as an email and created the batch as an email, you can email the batch from here and it'll send out an email to all the patients listed here. You can also SMS queue the batch, which will send an SMS if you have our SMS feature in eMedical Notes. And then you can also view and print all as well. Okay, let's go back. Now we'll take a look at a batch that was created, a paper one. Let's go ahead and click on this. Once you go here, you'll see that the only option that changed between the email and the paper one is before it said email batch, now it's Bill Flash, which will create a Bill Flash file for you to upload to Bill Flash. Okay, let's move back. In order for the email to work, you will have to have email service activated in your system. If you're interested, please let me know and I can help you get that set up. Also, in the patient's demographics area, there's now a new preference that you can select either paper or email. If email is selected as the preference in the patient's demographics, then if you select email as the method here and try to do a batch, it'll pull that patient in here. However, if you do paper and the preference for the patient is set to email, the paper batch will not contain that patient in that batch. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions about that, please do not hesitate to contact us and we can go over that with you in more detail. All right, that'll do it for the new print statements page. As always, if you have any questions, then please do not hesitate to give us a call. Let's take a quick look at the apply payments page. If you go back to billing and then go to file, apply payments, you will see that we have redesigned this page as well. Hopefully it'll be easier for you to use. The new options over here, you can view, you can edit, you can delete individual ones, or you can apply the payment. For unapplied payments, just click on unapplied payments. It'll show you everything, all the unapplied payments, I'm sorry. And then if you want to get back to everything, just click on all payments. That should do it. We hope you enjoy or like the new redesign changes. As always, if you have any feedback or any questions, please do not hesitate to give us a call. Thank you for watching.